protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss a dead friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over my hands down. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabal Sheard coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, it's...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jags have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Luck. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. That's Hines. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Wrong. 11Z.
3rd and long, it's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Locke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And this one's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 more there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. To throw on second down is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run with Mack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here's Mack on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, he goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Here's Webb. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. They'll try the air now with Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Easy.
From the 50, it's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Webb. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Webb eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on third down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Luck. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Locke. And he's got Rodgers. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throw inside is complete to Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look here.
Following the fumble recovery, Webb, and that'll be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. To throw again, Webb. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw on third down, Webb. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. Here's Webb. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And the Colts coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Malik Jackson. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off of play action. Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. This call down near the goal line. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Luck now to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Webb. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Webb now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Whoosh. Still going. They can't stop him. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Love. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Clock throwing again.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Lott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Webb flush to his right. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Go ahead. 12. 11.
On 1st down, it's Lott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now.